Hey, what's up, everyone? You're here with the PickDawgz on the pitch, Soccer Cook, Goran, Kirk, and Jack. Thank you for joining us here for another day of the Champions League games. It's Wednesday, 9 more games on the schedule, and it's going to be another fun day. After this, we are moving on to the Europa League on Thursday, so stay tuned, guys. Subscribe, hit that like button. You can join us for more free picks on Discord server. The link to join is in the description of this video. It's absolutely free. And you can jump on our premium picks on the pickdawgz.com website or simply by clicking the links in the description of this video. There you can sign up for a daily pass, 3-day pass, 7-day pass, or even a month-long pass if that's something you want to do. And put all three of us together in that 3-for-1 capper promotion. You can also get the golden goal consensus picks from myself, Kirk, and Jack. It's our best bets between the three of us combined. It's designed for those big bettors who like to bet at least $500 per game or more than that. Text the word goal to 443-332-7127 and we'll get you set up with that. Kirk, Carabach, and Copenhagen is the first matchup that we have. That's one of the early games. Uh, Both teams are fairly evenly priced in this one. Carabach, however, is in a pretty solid form, and they are coming off of a massive win against Benfica in round one.
Yeah, down 2-0, you come back, win 3-2 on the road. Pretty shocking, not gonna lie. I mean, Copenhagen, they tied Leverkusen. They also didn't look bad. I'm gonna go with Carabach here on the money line. It's a I think it's a good price for them at home. Copenhagen aren't bad. It's not going to be an easy game. I just think momentum in front of their home fans for their first Champions League game in a while at home. I'm going to side with the home team here.
What are you going with in this game, Jack?
Well, Carabag, of course, got their big win, or big point, should I say, over Leverkusen, which would be a win for them. Copenhagen,
You
well,
mean they got 3 points against Benfica, Carabag?
It's the other way
who
around.
did I say? Who did I say? I said Carabag.
Got
No,
their win
Carabach did the
against
other way.
Copenhagen
Leverkusen.
got their point against Leverkusen.
Okay.
Carabag
That's
got
correct.
their win over Benfica.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry, I apologize. Yeah, so I mean both teams got their win, is what I was going to say. It's a really tough one to read, other than the fact that Carabag coming into the win and now they're at home. Makes me want to lean to them on the money line here. I just would love to have been like plus 200 or something like that. I have to take the over. I think both teams are very capable of scoring, and they've certainly got their scoring going last week. So their strikers are going to be feeling confident. So give me the over here.
Yeah, I think Copenhagen even had a lead 2-1 in 87th minute and then conceded by an own goal, if I'm not mistaken, for 2-2. But this is a type of a game where I think we'll see both teams going for it because they feel like they could get something out of this matchup, right? Quality-wise, they are somewhere there. They are priced pretty evenly according to the books. So I think it's going to be a tight game. It's going to be intense. Probably both teams will go for it. Both teams to score for me, minus 152. I could see this one going either side. There's definitely something going for Carabach on the money line at home, especially the price that we are getting him at. So might be worth a shot as well. Next one, Jack. We have Union Saint Gilloise hosting Newcastle, who is coming freshly off the loss to Arsenal. They basically crumbled as the game was coming to an end. And how much more do you think Eddie Howe has on the bench of this Newcastle team?
That's the question. That is the $1 million question. I don't think the bench is deep enough to answer the question. When you're playing against these caliber of teams, it's not that big of an issue. When you get towards December and January, when you're playing midweek games domestically as well, that's where you need the bench. So I don't think it's going to be that big of a key in this one. Although, there probably could be some rotation at 60 minutes or something like that. Something to consider for me. Both teams score. Again, defense not really shown for Newcastle right now, and it's not really showing for USG either. Or it certainly didn't last season in the Champions League. So, yeah, give me both teams to score here.
What do you have, Kirk?
Yeah, I don't really like this game whatsoever. Newcastle are going to get going at some point. I said this all season. Union Saint-Gilloise. They what did they do first game? I literally just looked this up.
I think they won, did they?
They beat PSV 3-1. That's right. Yeah, that
Yeah.
kind of shocked me. I'm gonna lean to them on the double chance at home. If they can get a point out of this, that's a win for them. Um, I don't know. This is one of the toughest games for me to bet in the whole week of Champions League games. So I'll lean towards both sides or two of the three flips of the coin at an even, not even, but decently priced price.
Yeah, I'm simply taking Newcastle because they're still at plus money at plus 106. Nothing else motivates me here to take this game at all. It's very hard to side with Newcastle at the moment and be serious about it. But I mean, it's plus 106 on the road against an average Saint Gilloise team. So if anything, I'll take Newcastle on the money line. Next up, Kirk, we have Monaco playing against Manchester City. Manchester City playing pretty solid football right now, even though they're missing a lot of great players. Their depth has been reduced quite a lot as well. But 5-1 win against Burnley, 2-1, actually 2-0 against Huddersfield, 1-1 against Arsenal, and then 2-0 against Napoli in round one. While Monaco, I mean, they are dropping points all over the place, conceding 4 to Bruges, conceding 3 to Lorient on the road as well. How do you see this game going?
Yeah, I want to be nowhere near Monaco right now. I'm gonna take City to nil here at plus 156. City's defense has actually been pretty solid as of late. Not conceding Napoli. I know they had a red early, but City just looks like they're going right now. And when City's going, you gotta usually put something together to find value. So Monaco, they do not look good attacking at all. So I'm gonna go City to nil here in this one.
Yeah, it might be a bit different on the road than they are at home, but still, it's hard to play against City right now. I'm taking City to win in over 2.5 goals at even money, Jack.
Yeah, City are priced fairly nicely if you want to kind of boost your parlay up a bit. As a solo bet, I won't be taking a minus 227 money line. Instead, I'll just take both teams to score. Again, City are conceding goals. They're just scoring way more than what they're conceding right now. So I think Monaco definitely have the ability to score, although the results have not been going their way. They have only failed to scoring one game this season, where they lost 1-0 to Lille. So yeah, I like them to score. Give me both teams to score.
Moving on to the next one, Jack. Arsenal and Olympiacos. I would like to keep this one simple, but then again, Arsenal are quite heavy favorites at home against Olympiacos. Minus 556. I want to say deservedly, but I really dislike this team for some reason. And but still, I think we have to take them in this game at some way, I suppose.
Well, you got a point at the manager. I think Arteta isn't the man to bring trophies to the club. And as a Tottenham fan, I'd rather him just stay there because he's going to be just like Pochettino. You know, he'll go for so long, not winning anything. And because they're young in their
Where is
career.
Pochettino, by the way?
Wait, was it the US? Is he still at
U.S.
the
national team.
The US national team?
All right.
So yeah, and again, I mean, I've spoke to some people on Discord about how Pochettino is he's not a trophy winning manager right now. But yeah, I have Arsenal to pick off where they left off. The end to the Newcastle game was very good. And I think with the confidence now, you're back at home. Again, you hear the Champions League music, your adrenaline's pumping, ready to go. I have over 1 goal in the first half here. Olympiacos could also come out after hearing that music and also grab one at the Emirates. So I think we're getting both sides of the coin here, trying to make us some money. So over 1 in the first half is the play for me.
Now, Kurt, curiously enough, I see 6 games between these two teams going back to 2015. All 6 games were won by the away team. No draws, no home wins. All 6 games were won by the away team. Arsenal beat Olympiacos 3 times on the road. Olympiacos beat Arsenal 3 times on the road.
Yeah, that's gonna change. Arsenal 0 for me. Olympiacos. I get Monaco lost 4-1. Olympiacos might have looked like the worst team in the Champions League round one. Pafos got a red card like 30 minutes in and somehow dominated on the road against Olympiacos the rest of the game. I don't get how Olympiacos let that happen. I don't get how they even come close to scoring in this game. I think this is going to be a big thumping. So Arsenal to 0 for me.
Yeah, Arsenal is the type of a team that gets a lot of corners in their games usually because they do dominate the possession. They create a lot of chances. It only depends whether or not their opponents are good at defending to a certain point, I suppose. If they can block those shots or goalkeeper can save those shots, which is why I'm taking Arsenal over 6 corners, minus 145. I'm fully aware that I'm risking a push like a lot in this pick. I'm not sure I would take it to over 6.5, but I think it's gonna be 5 or 6 or something like that. I don't think it's gonna go much over 6. Moving on to the next one, Kirk. Then Barcelona and PSG. Obviously, I know you're taking something on PSG in this game.
I'm actually changing my pick to Barcelona money line. I'm not even joking.
Are you?
Yeah, I just checked the injury list more. Vitinha's out, Kvaratskhelia out, Doué's out, Dembele's out. I mean, their whole front four is basically not playing in this game. I think it's a game of who can outscore the other. If you don't have your top four players up front, I think Barcelona is gonna win this game. So I had PSG on the double chance, but with just all these and Vitinha, I mean, he's huge in the midfield. He controls the game. You don't have him. It's a whole different story. So I'll go Barcelona on the money line here.
Yeah, with Vitinha and Fabian Ruiz in the midfield, you get a different dimension than with just either one of them. But then again, now you have to go against Pedri, you have to go against De Jong, you have to go against probably Dani Olmo, who's going to be in there. And you got to go against a fresh Lamine Yamal coming off an injury. He got into the game against Sociedad. He got an assist a minute in. I know they don't have Rafinha, but you know what? Rashford has been doing, I'm not going to say surprisingly well, but he's been decent. And he's been putting those shots on target, scored a couple of goals in round one, of course, against Newcastle. So I don't know. I feel like, I mean, I was going to go with both teams to score in the first half, plus 215. Now with all those guys missing for PSG, I mean, they can still score goals. That's how little confident I am in Barcelona's defense. I guess I'll stick to it, but I'm more hesitant to take it right now when I saw the injury list as well. So I don't know. Maybe I post something in the comments. We'll see. Maybe something different. Jack?
Yeah, same thing as you here. I'm not really off. I'm not really put off by the outs for PSG. I mean, they still got Ramos and Bailly and Kvaratskhelia up front.
Kvaratskhelia is out.
I'm not seeing that. I'm not
He's
seeing
out.
that. The only PSG news that came out today that was new was Vitinha is waiting for scans, and that is as of right now. Because everything's saying that he's ready for this game. So I don't know.
Fine.
We'll have to see. We don't get press conference until Tuesday afternoon. So I guess those of you in the US waking up on Tuesday morning, the news will probably be out by now. So go and have a look. But regardless, Barcelona are conceding goals, and they're conceding goals to attacks way worse than the current predicted front three is for PSG. So I like both teams scoring both halves. I think this one is still going to be, well, if you look at it from PSG's point of view, if they don't score 2 or 3 goals in this game, they're not winning the game. So that's the reason for my pick here. Plus 500, I think it's the best price on the whole video from me. It's just, do you want to risk a big bet like that?
Moving on. Leverkusen and PSV. We mentioned PSV losing to St. Gilloise 3-1 at home. They managed to score a goal. It just wasn't not enough. Leverkusen getting a 2-2 draw on the road, Jack. I mean, this Leverkusen team is slowly improving under the new manager. It's still a work in progress, but I think we'll have to wait until after Christmas. We'll see if they sign anybody in the winter transfer window, if they fill those gaps that they left open when all those players left. And apparently, Patrick Schick is now injured as well, which is gonna be a pretty big deal for this team.
Yeah, I don't remember the last game for Leverkusen with Ten Hag. It might have been the 3-3 with Bremen. So they haven't lost really since he's left. And yes, they're showing ups and downs, but a road win at St. Pauli, where they were not the best price in the world, is certainly something to work off here. So, yeah, after a plus 140 win at St. Pauli on the weekend, I think they have a nice bit of momentum to see them through a PSV. Let's not forget that is not in full stride either right now. So, yeah, give me Leverkusen at home.
Kurt?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, this is a dream price. Leverkusen at home after PSV lost 3-1. I would take this 10 out of 10 times at this price. Leverkusen against any Dutch team. Ajax, Feyenoord, PSV, whoever. I mean, I would take it against any Dutch team at this price.
I still think that PSV can score a goal at least. We know that Leverkusen is not defending well right now. I don't expect them to attack super fast and super early. Maybe just wait 20, 25 minutes, see what's happening, how PSV is breathing. But yeah, both teams to score in over 2.5 goals. Minus 115, that's going to be my pick. Moving on to another German team, Kirk, we have Dortmund against Bilbao.
Yeah, Dortmund are flying right now. I don't know how they
I
didn't
mean,
concede
how they
against
kept a clean
Mainz.
sheet, that was crazy.
I don't know how. I don't know how. But props to Jack for getting one on me. It took a while. I mean, it's Dortmund against Bilbao. It's just another play on the price. You're firing Dortmund team. Doesn't really usually play well in the beginning of seasons in the past couple of years. Is playing well. They're going to be title contenders in the Bundesliga, and they're always sneakily around the last 8, last 4 in the Champions League. You can't fade Dortmund right now on the money line for me. Pretty good price again.
Yeah, it looks like Nico Kovac has this team firing right now, and I believe they're playing well because Emre Can is injured and he's not in the lineup. I just can't stand that guy being in the lineup for any team, and I'm gonna pretend that's the reason why Borussia Dortmund is doing so well right now. Jack, what do we have? We know that Bilbao hasn't beaten anyone in their last like 5 or 6 games, and they're still missing a bunch of players. Nico Williams, I see him as doubtful for this game. I'm not sure if there's any info that came out if he's out or not.
Yeah, Girassi, he was basically pulled out of the lineup. He was confirmed to be in and then was a very late scratch. We haven't heard anything from the club since. I'm not sure if that's just too much of a risk. We need him for the week, or if he's genuinely injured. What is weird is we haven't really heard more. But I'm still going to take Dortmund on the -1. They still got Adeyemi in, who is just putting things on a plate for everyone in front of him, and he's scoring as well, his fair share. So I don't mind Dortmund -1 at close to plus 150. It's a push or a win in my eyes.
Yeah, and I'm gonna keep it simple. Dortmund on the money line, like Kirk said, it's a play on the price, and at the moment they are the
Great for a
much
parlay.
better team. Yeah, much better team than Bilbao is. I'm in a pretty similar situation with the next game where we have Napoli and Sporting. Napoli coming off of a loss to Milan, even though they had a player more on the pitch for a pretty huge amount of time in the second half. They scored a penalty kick, and that was about it. Had a few great chances after, couldn't capitalize on it. But I think they get a win out of this game. It's at home against Sporting, who has been all over the place this season. So, Kirk, what are your thoughts about this one?
Yeah, I'm not a Napoli supporter, but they need a win here at home against a Sporting team that just was up 2-0 and lost 3-2 to Carabach. If you can't beat Sporting here, it's gonna look a little bit tough. Having only 1 point or 0 points after 2 games, so I think they need a win here. And it's just the price is good enough where you need to take it.
Jack?
Yeah, that Napoli Milan game is the perfect game to show you what happens when you don't come out of the gates hot whatsoever. Milan scored 2 goals in the first 30 minutes. They only had 3 shots on target for the game. And Napoli had over double that. 3xG only managed to score 1. So that tells me this Napoli defense is not working as intended right now. And Sporting, they will score. If you allow them to, they will score. So I have to go both teams to score here. Wouldn't mind putting Napoli on the money line with it, but who knows with Napoli right now?
Moving on to the last game of the video, guys, we have another Italian team, and we have Villarreal hosting Juventus. I really like this Juventus team, I gotta say. I think that they're playing well. Yes, they are coming off of a 1-1 draw, which is actually their third draw in a row. But this is a team that still scores goals. This is a team that still concedes goals. And I think on paper, at least, they are the better team than Villarreal is. So I'm gonna go for the money here. I'm taking Juventus on the money line, Jack.
Yeah, again, Juve have got the draw bug, and Villarreal, I think they'd be happy with a point here. I know the books have them as super, super nice looking favourite. I don't think the Villarreal money line reflects their chances whatsoever. I do like the first half draw though. I think Juve will, play their defensive football on the road, try and snatch a winner. If not, they'll take the draw on the road. So first half draw for me.
Kirk?
Yeah, I kind of think the books are baiting you to take Juve here at the price. I mean, are they the better team? Yes, but something doesn't add up about this game, which is why I'll probably stay away completely. A couple of years ago when Villarreal were in the Champions League, they made it to the semifinal, so they turn up for this competition. I'm gonna go Juve on the double chance, just to play on the price, but this is a total stay away game for me. I think there's something when I think stuff like this, and I still go Juve double chance, Villarreal wins like 2-0. So maybe I'll throw on Villarreal. I don't know.
Well, they are missing a few players still because Juventus is missing a few players as well. I believe they have a little bit more depth, but we'll see how the lineup is going to look like and everything else. But I mean, hopefully it's going to be another good game. That's it, everyone. That's it for this video. Thank you for joining us. Stay tuned for those Europa League picks. Good luck with all of your bets. Join us on the Discord. Check out our premium picks, and we'll see you guys soon with more free winners.